Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Ducks want to move quickly.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Shakes off the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them to the ground. These guys... offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's O'Grady. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Douglas. Running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On third down, going up top. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously.
And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. The sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Back to pass. It's Hurtado. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That pass is incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he's going to take. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll try the run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Rams him with the stiff arm. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. The Dogs have a first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
On second down, he'll fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Trying to punch it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Powers through the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He's going to pass on second down. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Rose. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quickly complete. Turns it on at midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in, it's Horn. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off.
First down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
the score.
And ready to go here in the second half.
Georgia, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Rhodes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
Georgia going up tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Skips away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
There is a sense of urgency happening right now on defense. Backed up, close to their end zone on that 3rd down. They stop the run. They stuff it. Now setting up 4th.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll test the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Secures it at the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Leaves it with the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Quickly complete. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Ducks! And that one... in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will.
And that pass picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. Right back to the well.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds the tight end. And the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Got it in the middle. It's Breeze. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they'll line up for the field goal to try to tack a little onto the lead. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in the studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding open areas. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Bulls his way forward.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Give to the single back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge.